Protective tissue. Plants have protective tissue in the form of epidermis and cork. So generally epidermis is made up of epidermal cells. You can see here flat elongated cells present as a single layer forming epidermis in plant body. Everywhere it is present and it helps in the protection of plants against adverse conditions. So protective tissue is an outer layer of cells that covers plant part such as stem, root, leaves, flowers, fruits. It protects plant from adverse environmental factors, conditions, pathogens, and etc. So epidermis is the outermost part of the plant formed of epidermal cells. What you observed is the outermost layer of cells called epidermis. The epidermis is usually made up of a single layer of cells in some plants living in very dry habitats. The epidermis may be thicker since protection against water loss is critical. So in a dry habitat, a plant may have a thicker epidermis to prevent water loss. The entire surface of a plant has this outer covering of epidermis. It protects all the parts of the plant. Epidermal cells on the aerial parts of the plant often secrete a waxy water-resistant layer on the outer surface. This aids in protection against loss of water, mechanical injury, and invasion by parasitic fungi. So, epidermis has a layer of non-cellular cutin. Cutin is a waxy substance secreted by epidermal cells. And the layer of cutin forms a non-cellular coating called as cuticle. So cuticle is a waxy layer which helps plant from protection against pathogens, mechanical injuries, and transpiration. Since it has a protective role to play, cells of epidermal tissue forms a continuous layer without intercellular spaces. So no cellular spaces are present in epidermal cells. Most epidermal cells are relatively flat, often their outer and side walls are thicker than the inner wall. So the epidermal cells are relatively flat, elongated, and their outer and side walls are thicker and inner wall is thinner. We can all